Today's video is about the one person you should be listening to if you want to be successful. That person is you. Today I'm going to talk about 1, why you should be listening to you. 2, why you probably aren't as connected with yourself as you should be. 3, what you can start to do about it today to change that. First of all, congratulations, you are here. You are looking for answers because some part of you understands or feels that the life you're living today isn't quite right. It's not quite what you want for yourself. And there's a really important reason about that. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, but let's think about this. If you were to put on a pair of someone else's shoes, they're going to feel tight, they might feel too loose, you're going to struggle walking in them, they're going to be uncomfortable, they just don't quite fit right. And that's exactly why you don't quite fit right in your life. It's because you're actually using everyone else's definition of success to determine the life you should be living. So let's start with the first one. The first one is why you should listen to you. Let's think about that. We're going to talk about that. If you want to live a life that feels fantastic for you, you're at peace, you're happy, you're fulfilled, you are experiencing all the things that you want to be experiencing, you're doing all the things you want to be doing, right? If you want to live that kind of life, you're going to need to learn how to look inside. The answers are not on the outside, they are within you. But there are reasons why you're unable to hear that. We'll get into that shortly. So think about all the aspects that would create success for you. Your lifestyle, your home, if you're traveling, your hobbies, your relationships, maybe your spirituality, your professional life, right? Your career, the work that you do. All of these aspects contribute to your life and contribute to how you feel about your life, right? Is my life good? Do I feel like I'm successful? Or is my life, I feel like I'm just not quite hitting the mark? So those are all the reasons, all the things that make up your life. And the reason you need to be listening to yourself when you think about success for you is that one person's version of success may be a mansion in Bel Air. Another person's version of success may be a cabin in the woods, right? And if you're living your life, if you're making really important decisions about your life without considering how you feel, what feels right for you, what resonates for you, you're going to feel uncomfortable, slightly uncomfortable, and you may not even know why. So that is something, that's one of the really important reasons. The work that you're doing. So there's work that we're doing that pays the bills, that we might even feel like we've achieved something by doing that work. But if we're not feeling fulfilled about that work, something is going on. And the wonderful thing is that if you're feeling that level of discomfort, you're in the exact right place to make changes in your life, to make changes in this journey for yourself. It means that you're already getting an inkling. Your intuition is talking to you, your body's talking to you, your soul, your inner voice is talking to you, and it's trying to tell you, hey, we need to make some changes here. We're ready for something more, something different. So that is why it's going to be so important for you to listen to you rather than everyone else. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about is why you are listening to everyone else other than yourself. We've been trained to do it. Flat out, it's overwhelming. The noise that we hear, the layers that are between who we are at our core and who we're being on the outside are pretty significant. We've been taught from childhood to shut up and listen, sit in your seat, stop talking to the person next to you. You need to do math this way, and we're going to focus on math, science, and all the things that you need to do in order to get your high school education, your degree, and whatever you're doing your degree in, right? It doesn't seem to leave a lot of creativity and space for exploring things outside of the norm, let's say. The other thing is that society, all of the institutions that you might consider, university institutions, work institutions, systems, marriage systems, all sorts of cultural expectations, familial expectations, generational expectations, the obligations that seem to come with different roles, the obligations of wife, mother, father, a spouse, partner, even friend or son or brother or sister, right? There are all sorts of expectations and obligations that get associated with all the roles that we have. That adds noise and layers. Some other things to consider here is that if all of these expectations are coming at you and helping you, I'll say helping you, helping you define what success means for you, and you're not considering, does any of this resonate with me? Then you're wearing someone else's shoes, right? The reason that you're not feeling quite right about the life you're living is you're living someone else's version of your life. You're the one that has to get up in the morning every day. You're the one that has to go to this job. You're the one that needs to be in this relationship that you've chosen. And if those things aren't resonating with you, if they are not filling you up, if you are not feeling good and at peace and joyful about what you're doing with your life and how you're spending your time, that very important non-renewable resource, then you need to make some shifts and changes. But don't worry, you're in a really great place to be doing that. So the third thing that I want to talk to you about is how. How do we get back in touch? How do we silence the noise? How do we shift away from all those expectations that other people have put on us and that we have agreed to take on? How do we start to recognize them for what they are and to let go of them so that we can get in touch with the voice inside, so that we do have a better understanding of what success should be looking like for us on a day-to-day basis? Then I'm going to take you through 4 really easy steps. This is something that you can do right now. This is something that you can do every day, and it shouldn't take long. I'm going to say 2 minutes. A, B, C, and D. 4 little steps, 2 minutes of your time, and this is how you can start to get in touch with who you are and what you want on that core level, right? There's this voice, it's already telling you, it's already talking to you, and so this is a way for you to really learn how to reconnect with it. So the first one is alone. A, alone. Find some time to be alone so that you can start to get a feel for who you are and what's going on inside of you, how you're feeling about things. That means turning off the television, turning off music, putting your phone on silent or putting it in another room. You can go for a walk, just go sit outside. Again, this is just 2 minutes. So A, alone. B is be still. And that's hard for us sometimes, right? Especially in this world where we're go, go, go. But in order for you to reconnect with who you are at the core level, you're gonna need to learn how to be still. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, just be still. And the third part is C, capture. Listen to what is coming in as you're being still, as you're being alone. And hear what your body, what your inner voice is trying to tell you. It has a really important message for you. And you're gonna want to capture that. You can write it down, you can record it, you can do video recording, audio recording, but all of those things, you just wanna capture. What are you trying to say to yourself? And the last piece is D, double back, right? Double back and go back and look at what you wrote down or what came up for you. It may be images, it could be a smell, it could be a memory or a sound. All of those things, whatever it is, go back and look at it. Double back, look at it, and see what it's trying to tell you. So 4 easy steps, 2 minutes. A, alone, find some time alone. B, be still, quiet. C, capture what's coming up for you. And D, double back and take a look at it and see what it's trying to tell you. So this is one of those things that you can do right now, today, to start to get in touch with who you are so that you can build the definition of success that is going to resonate for you, that is going to fill you up, because you are the only one that matters when you set out to bring the good things into your life. Only you know what those should be. So I challenge you to go ahead and do those 4 things, take those 4 steps, give yourself those 2 minutes. You will be amazed at what you see. You're already seeking the answers. You're already looking for what you should be doing next. I'm just recommending that you look within. The answers are there for you. If you like what we're doing here at Love Plus Business, there's a subscribe button in the bottom left-hand corner that you can click on and share it, right? If you know someone who would benefit from this message, go ahead and share the video. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We'll see you next time.